Hello everybody, I am here and welcome to the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship. It is the 19th round of this campaign and the cars have just set off on their parade lap as well. Just one single formation lap around this 2.102 mile circuit of Croft as well. Welcome back. We've got a lot to talk about, haven't we, going into this one? First of all, Ash Sutton leads the title, 210 points. He's got 30 clear of Tom Ingram, who's on 180. Josh Cook, Jake Hill, Colin Turkington, all still in that mix as well. With 4 weekends to go here at Croft, next weekend at Silverstone, then Donington as well on the 8th of October, and rounding out at Brands Hatch as well. The championships are a lot to focus on. And also, if you're wondering why we're on here at the start time, it's because after what happened at Knock Hill, when we were sat around waiting for 20 minutes, we decided that we're going to actually start them now at the scheduled start time, so that we're not, for when we're not on site, so it's a lot easier to process. But don't worry, it's not just this graphic, as you know, as well. We have the timing graphics and the driver tracker all set up, all ready to go. We've even got a new YouTube chat as well, so get all your questions in. We can now interact with you on that as well. 15 laps ahead of us here at Croft. Qualifying yesterday was quite dramatic, and this is how the grid lines up. Aidan Moffat takes place first ever pole position in the touring cars. He's alongside Jake Hill on the first row. Colin Turkington takes row 2 alongside Senna Proctor. Third row, Adam Morgan is alongside Tom Oliphant. Row 4, Josh Cook and Ashley Sutton. Row 5 sees Daniel Rowbottom alongside Jason Plato. Ollie Jackson and Stephen Jelly take row 6. Chris Smiley and Dan Lloyd on row 7. Row 8, Tom Chilton and Jack Goff. Row 9, Gordon Shedden and Sam Schmeltz. Row 10 sees Sam Osborne and Carl Bordley. Row 11 sees Tom Ingram and Aaron Taylor-Smith. Row 12, Jade Edwards alongside Jack Mitchell as well. And row 13 sees Jack Butel alongside Andy Neat. Row 14 sees Nick Halstead as well, making his debut in the touring cars alongside Nick Hamilton. And row 15 sees Rory Butcher start at the back. Butcher had an engine failure as well in qualifying. That put him right to the back. Nick Hamilton crashed as well, causing the 2 red flags. In terms of the ballast, Hill on 48 kilograms, Turkington 39, Proctor 9, Cook 57, Sutton maximum 75, as well as Rowbottom taking 21. Many drivers starting on the softs. Proctor as well, one of them, and mainly towards the back of the field, we're seeing the soft tyres are the ones to watch as well. 21 kilograms for Shedden, 66 Ingram, and Butcher 27 kilograms as well. And Nick Halstead will also have a special ballast as well, as he has entered the championship. So we are all set then for 15 laps here at Croft, the first race of the day. We are live here as well for the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship. All 3 races today live now that there's no F1 interrupting the changeover period. So we are live, and we will be live all day as the cars line up on the grid then. Hamilton as well, Jade Edwards, Mitchell as well. They all line up. It's a maximum 29 car field at the moment, which means Rory Butcher, can he make it not starting at the exit of the corner? No, Rory Butcher has to start on the curve at the exit of the last corner. We're under starters' orders then. Round 19 of the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship here at a wet but damp but sunny Croft. It's confusing. All red lights are on. Lights out for race 1. Good start from Moffat from pole position as well. Jake Hill's going to try and capitalise on that down towards turn 1. But Moffat in the Laser Tools Racing has the advantage. Turkington looks to the inside and towards the first corner as well. Down at Clervox as well. Can't find a way through. There's a bollard been destroyed already as they circle through Hawthorne Bend towards the chicane. Turkington is side by side. He forces Hill to go over the chicane. He's going to have to get that place back to Turkington. Several cars doing it as well, including Carl Bordley as well, which is Aidan Moffat and a teammate as well. Now we're seeing Senna Proctor going right round the outside of Colin Turkington down at the hairpin as well before you come into the complex. A nice start and a clean start, crucially, from everybody. Right, let's go over then and show you the side-by-side actions as well of everybody side-by-side as well with the driver tracker, as Turkington's now hemorrhaging positions as well. He's trying to fall back as well. Looking at the other monitor, Oliphant as well and Cook in a battle. There's a little spot of rain on the dashboard there as well. So We knew it could be wet here. It's dry at the moment. 19.4 is track temperature. Air temperature, though, is 15.9 and cloudy. And Oliphant's gone off the track. Oliphant has dropped down several positions as well already on lap 1 of 15. So that's not great news. Turkington now under pressure, trying to still get ahead of Senna Proctor, but he's got Morgan just behind. Let's take a quick look then at the group chat as well. As hello to Synthor DC Insta. I haven't seen Insta at the moment. Hello for hi from the Netherlands as well. For Goodvis Power as well. You and Synthor both in the Netherlands there as well, actually. So that's nice to see. Rain. I'm seeing rain now on the camera lens as we see a replay of what happened to Tom Oliphant. He's going side by side with Josh Cook coming through the complex. Oh, and it was actually a big hit from Cook that unstabled Oliphant as well. So not great news. Moffat leads. Hill at the moment from Proctor and Turkington and Morgan as well as Tom Chilton looks to the inside as well. But Plato and Lloyd are battling together. Shedden is trying to attack Tom Chilton as well on the positions on the board. So who's got the... That still tastes of Oasis from last night. Who's going to have the big advantage, though, coming through? That's just water in the water spots, by the way, but it still tastes of Oasis. Who's going to have the advantage? Who's going to find their way through? It's a very tricky circuit as well, Croft. 2.102 miles, as I said. Not many overtaking opportunities. It's mainly single file, but the hairpin as well at the last corner is always the best place. As there goes Jake Hill trying to go right around the outside at the hairpin as well, trying to get the cut back on Moffat. He's done it. Moffat gets a great exit out of the last corner as we start the third lap. Jake Hill is right with him now, right up his bumper as they come down towards Clairvaux. And then look at that, Jake Hill sends in the dummy. Moffat goes defensive on the inside line. Jake Hill trying to send it around the outside. Hasn't worked. They straight line the chicanes. Through the Clever and through now Hawthorne Bend as well before coming through the chicane and down the back straight away towards Tower Bend as well. Tower hairpin. And Hill's had a bad exit. Hill got a lot of dust kicked up in from Moffat. Hill's having to defend from Senna Proctor. I haven't said that for a long time, have I? Hill and Senna Proctor racing together as they come through Tower Bend as well. Who's that trying to go right round the outside? That's Dan Rowbottom under pressure as well. Further back, this is already a very entertaining race as we come through. Croft usually, by the way, starts off dry, and by the end of the day, it's abysmal wet weather. As that's Chilton under pressure, Shedden sends it up the inside, coming through Sunny in, and as they come through Sunny out, as you can see, it's Shedden ahead. So Shedden has got ahead of Chilton there at the moment as well. And Turkington has lost down. Cook has passed Morgan as well. Now Sutton trying to pass Morgan as well. So the BMW not working out that well at the moment, is it, for Adam Morgan in this race? Sutton goes back through on the inside. Cook nearly getting sideswiped as well by the Laser Tools Racing, but Ollie Jackson does get sideswiped and he's backwards at the last corner. He got hit, I think, by one of the Halford Jurassic Racing, and it looks to me like it was Dan Rowbottom. So let's take another look at it then. So that is, unfortunately, right to the back for Ollie Jackson. So Rowbottom gets hit by Smiley, and Rowbottom then hits Jackson. So Jackson on the outside, the complete innocent bystander, just gets caught up in the accident of Smiley and Rowbottom. So Smiley to 8th, Jelly to 9th, and Jackson's got a broken rear suspension. He's out of the race. So he's out of the race as Moffat defends the lead again from Jake Hill as they come through Tower once again. Down now towards the Jim Clark S's before Barcroft as well. This is where last year we had a car roll 5 times as well on its roof. Barrow rolled it 5 times. Looks to be okay so far. Hill looking to the inside. Touches the back of Moffat. And the rear of the car snaps. Jake Hill with amazing car control. Manages to keep it in second place. But that's closed up now. It's a 4-way fight for the lead. Moffat, Hill, Proctor, Turkington. At the moment, Josh Cook is a little bit outside the battle, but could still find a way through if need be. Well, and Shedden's down to 11th, and look at this again. Moffat's got problems breaking into the hairpin of the last corner. Yellow flags are out, and overtaking as well as they try and recover the Ollie Jackson's car, which is stuck at pit entrance. So that's why the yellows are out in that third sector. Down we go into Clairvaux for the 5th time, and well, it's getting all sorts of mayhem behind as well. Coming through, all looking very decent as well. And that, Rowbottom getting sent off into the wall. Rowbottom's hit the wall. Rowbottom has been touched. And he's been sent off the track and hits the wall as Jake Hill tries to go on the outside. So Rowbottom's out of the race as well. You're just desserts, Ollie Jackson says as well. Look at the driver tracker as well. That'll tell you everything you need to know about who's where. Numbers on the screen as well. And side by side once again, holding in position. Safety car. Safety cars flashed upon my monitors. It must be the same. Now this must be Dan Rowbottom who stopped on the track. I can't see anything on the monitor, but a safety car deployed. Okay, so let's regroup and see where it's gone. Synthil says as well in the chat, I've sent you the Russia hot lap, so if you could check out, it's fine after the race. I will. Well, I've also got the MotoGP and then 2 touring cars, but I have got a break after the second touring car race. And Dan Rowbottom goes like that as well, and a big hands up. But don't worry, Synthil, I will take a look at that hot lap as well. And thank you very much for doing it and sending it over. I will love to use it as well. It saves me a job. The dude in the blue says as long as you can end it with, and that was a lap of. Well, I voice it, don't I? Synthil's done the driving. I'll voice it. Dan Rowbottom gets a big run up then and a big round of applause. Now, who was it? It's Aaron Taylor-Smith who locked up and sent him off. Now, that is at the exit of Sunny coming into the complex. And it was Aaron Taylor-Smith who nudged the rear left of Rowbottom and just sent him way off the track. No braking speed at all. And hit the barriers hard, breaking off the front suspension of the car and the bonnet coming crumpled in as well. So that is why the safety car has come out, because Rowbottom's car is stuck in that traffic. So lap 6 of 15 as well. It doesn't take long here. We will be covering the MotoGP live, and then race 2 will also be live here for for British Touring Car Championship. Usually race 2 is delayed because it always hits on a Formula 1 weekend. This weekend it does not. And I know I tried my hardest to get to Croft this weekend. Unfortunately, the IndyCar coverage has stopped me, because we'll be showing the IndyCar live tonight as well. The stream hasn't been made just yet, but it will be made in the gap as well, and we will be covering the IndyCar this evening. Currently, don't know who's going to be the commentator with me on that one, because Megan is not with us today. She's not even with us for the MotoGP. She's not feeling all that too well after having her COVID vaccine. She was fine for the first 2 days, but today it's just sort of a little bit of a hit, so she's taking a day off. And it'll be coming off her as well. Synthil says as well, I wanted the safety car, may as well change over to the group chat as well. Synthil says, yeah, you voice it, I just drove the lap. Yep, I'll voice it, so don't worry, I will end it with, and that was a lap of. Do you know, that's actually come up as a complete accident. Until you just said that, I didn't realise I did that every single time. Saying, and that was a lap of. I don't realise I do that. So, completely caught me by surprise there. So, lap 6 of 15, safety car is out. It's the 19th of 30 rounds as well, so there's a long, long way to go yet. 4 weekends. Let's take a look at Ash Sutton's start then. Good launch as well with the rear wheel car as he goes back through. Down towards turn 1. And Sutton is now up into 6th position. And Sutton started this race down in 8th position. So he's only gained 2, but it's 2 that's gone worth up as well. Synthil says, yeah, again, IndyCar, too late for me. I can watch the start, but got a school tomorrow. I do feel sorry for you about that one. I do not miss that at all. Education at all. That is I'd rather do something you love. I actually enjoyed university more because it's a subject you chose to do. College was okay, but no, I much prefer do what I can do now. And of course, I have Mondays off now, which is nice because I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and take Monday off, and then Tuesday, Wednesday. It's always gathering notes and data for the weekends, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's all go, go, go once again. Dan Rowbottom's car now put on the back of a low loader. And this must also mean that the race will be extended by 3 laps. So, just looking, we have got a 5-minute pre-show for MotoGP that immediately follows this programme as well. And it's 12 now, so I'm not at all worried. Not at all worried. This race will be over by then anyway, so it's a nice quick one as well for the touring cars as they come back through. Safety car still out, not been recovered just yet. The entire field actually isn't bunched up yet. If you look at the driver tracker here, you can see the gap in between as well as they come through the second sector. Now they've all started to back themselves up a bit. So that's a little bit better between the two. I've just got your message as well from Instagram, so I have got it now. And I just have to check other things as well that go on. So they come through as well. A masterclass in Mazzano. Not bad at all. Tell you one thing as well. The one I do love these type of days because I've just realised that after... I've got them all written down here, look, in my little notes alongside me here in the box. My start times. And it is 10 o'clock, Moto 3. 11:20, Moto 2. 12:05, British Touring Car Race 1. 12:50, Moto GP. 2:35, British Touring Car Championship Race 2. 5:05, British Touring Car Race 3. 8:25, IndyCar, and that's British Summer Times, of course, as well. So 8:25 British Summer Time will be on air for that race as well. So that's 8:25 British Summer Time for the IndyCar this evening. Synthil says as well, let's have a look at the chat. Safety cars in this lap, we're being told. So quickly we'll have a look at the chat. Synthil says, I drove the Aston Martin, by the way. I don't know if you have preferences, but yeah. No preferences at all. I always just drive in whatever car I can get in. Usually I try and make it somewhere about Russia, but I think you're right there because I was not going to drive in a Haas of Nikita Mazepin. I wasn't going to do that this weekend. So I was probably going to choose the Aston anyways. Most powerful one to get around there. June the Boot says, are you planning on any more collabs with Grid Index? Yeah, well, Grid Network. Yes, Grid Index and Grid Network. Yes, yeah. We are, well, I'm on there every day. I'm on there later on tonight as well, covering their post-race show after the IndyCar. But we are planning more watch-alongs as well for the future and more things like that, revolving around the IndyCars as well and grabbing them on for some practice sessions as well and qualifying if we can. But yeah, definitely having more collabs with them in the future. Here we go then. We're coming to a restart procedure. Never try and do a commentary with a sore throat. Now, here we go then, into the last corner. Aidan Moffat is backing them up nicely, hits the accelerator coming out of the hairpin. The green flags are back out, and we are racing again here for the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship, down towards Turn 1 at Clervaux for the first time. Under new racing speeds, an 18-lap race now. So 16, 17, 18, they're the 3 laps. That will be extended, so we're at half distance now. It's taken us 13 minutes. You see why I'm not worried. As they come back through, Butcher now making his way up the field. He is down in P20. Started this race, of course, last in 29th, so he's had a great advantage up there throughout the rest of the race. Josh Cook trying to pass Colin Turkington at the moment. Hasn't paid off. As they swing back through the swing back through Tower, actually. Now through the Jim Clark S's. And Jake Hill immediately, he's on the medium tyres, the same as Moffat. He's closing in on the back of that Laser Tools Racing as well as they come into Croft once again. Swing back through on the way towards Sunny in and Sunny out. The 2 corners on the track named Sunny, believe it or not, because often at Croft it's always raining. As they swing through, Josh Cook is actually now right on the back of Turkington and has the fastest lap of the race, a 1:22.667. So he has the bonus point going forward as well. As they swing through, who's going to have the best acceleration as we come back out the exit now? Out of the hairpin, down the start-finish straight towards Clervaux. 10th lap now. Croft always reminds me of a strange circuit to hold any sort of motor racing as well. It's a former RAF base as well, same similar to Silverstone and Snetterton as well, but it's very, very different to those circuits as well. Croft has remained so much of its old school era, same as what practically with Thruxton actually. It's old school. It doesn't feel like Snetterton at all. But I can't wait to actually get to more British Touring Car races next year. As Hill tries to look around the outside, tries to sell in the dummy, coming into Tower as well. He's tailgating the back of Moffat. Moffat bouncing the back of the car around at the exit there. As they swing back, Butcher's up to 19th place now. He's moved up 10 places on the start. He's the biggest mover. Oliphant, the biggest loser. He's down 16 places at the moment before he started after that spin on the opening laps as well, down at turn 1 and 2 at Clervaux and Hawthorne Bend. Into Sunny in. Now Sunny out as well. Moffat holding off Jake Hill. This is what I mean. It's a difficult circuit to do an overtaking manoeuvre, especially if you're leading the race. Hill now looking all over. Moffat took a defensive line coming through the complex and down towards the hairpin. Hill's going to try and send it round the outside. If he can get the cut back, he can get the power out of the last corner and drag him down towards turn one. But Moffat with a rear-wheel drive, with a rear-wheel drive Subaru as well in the Laser Tools Racing, just has the drive at the exit, the last corner. And Jake Hill as well, front-wheel drive car in the Ford. And just can't get alongside. Now, 29 cars officially. Jackson's out of the race. Robon's out of the race. So 27 left. It's Halstead who's in last position at the moment. Just checking that driver track is okay for you all as they come through. So they all need to just take their time and take, I want to say amphetamines, but they need to take some sedatives as well, just to keep their nerves down as well as you come through. Lap 11 of 18. And still as well, Moffat being out front is holding up the rest of the field. And you can tell it's annoying Jake Hill as well. Aidan Moffat currently in the championship as well. Right down the order in 12th position. He's had 1/3 place so far this year. Took his first ever pole position yesterday after 9 years in the touring cars. 2013 he started, of course, as well. 9 seasons, I mean, there. Same as me, actually. His first race, Brands Hatch 2013. My first commentary in the championship, Brands Hatch 2013 as well. Taylor Smith, Bordley and Osborne move up positions. I think Plato's dropped back as well as Oliphant moves up to 22nd place. Jade Edwards now right on the back of Rory Butcher, so maybe she can get a move done as well. Ash Sutton for 6th place on the back of Josh Cook as well. Their battle still circulating. 12th of 18 as well on the orders. I do love this championship. It's so much more fun. I hope you're all enjoying it as well, watching along with us here. Here we go again. Moffat puts a wheel on the grass, puts 2 wheels on the grass, coming out of the chicane down towards Tower Hairpin as well. Jake Hill sends the car around the outside now. He tries to do the catchback and he breaks his own bumper. He, on the front bumper, Jake Hill gets detached ever so slightly as well as he sort of carved it across the back of Aidan Moffat as well. That's not the way it needed to go. And I'm worried about that bonnet now flying up and hitting the windscreen for Jake Hill. Hill now driving like a man possessed as they come through Croft into Sunny In and then into Sunny Out. Into Sunny In, out of Sunny Out. It's very confusing. Double right hander, sorry. Proctor's closing in on this race lead now again, look. And he's dragging Turkington and Cook with him. Hill looking to the inside line, coming through the hairpin as well, not making a manoeuvre this time. That is out of the last corner as well. Down now towards Clairvaux. Turn 1 once again, as you can see on your driver tracker. Right in front of us as well. Swings and roundabouts. Who's going to straight line the chicane, actually? Well, they all try and straight line it to get the most speed as well. Proctor on the soft tyres as well, doing amazingly well, holding off Turkington, who's on the he's on the mediums as well for this one. Down now once again. Who's going to have the list? Thread the line braking. Hill looks to the inside. Moffat takes the defence, but from this camera angle, he's a bit too far back. Hill cannot make a move. That Ford is pushing that Subaru massively well. I keep wanting to call it a Lexus, but it's not a Lexus, it's a Subaru. Just like from the speed angle as well, the logo looks similar to the Lexus. Oh, there's Tom Ingram, actually. We haven't talked about him much today. He's down in P13. Ingram, who is second in the title, not having a great race here. Sutton P6, he's going to get more points. So that gap is increasing now for Sutton. Could we see, for the first ever time, a championship not decided at the last weekend? Nah, can't be done. Well, it can be, but let's have a look. If the British Touring Car Championship can be won at Donington, so the penultimate weekend of the year, that'll be the first time that's happened ever since I've started covering the championship. Every year I've covered the championship, it always goes down to Brands Hatch. And 7 of those occasions out of the last 9 seasons, it's always gone down to the last race of the year. That's what the Touring Cars is really good at, having a unique championship format that enables last race showdowns. To see a little young boy there cheering on some of the drivers he goes through. He's clapping his hands now as well. Love to see the fans back at the circuit as well after so long away, as there's still limited capacity crowds at the moment for the touring cars, but it still can be done. Morgan's going defensive as well. Carl Boardley literally rubs alongside him and bashes his way through at Tower as well. Morgan's going to have to defend coming through the Jim Clark S's as well. They're side by side. Boardley's got the outside line. Now the inside has gone through. Great manoeuvre. Boardley's off the track there. Wondered that'd be a track limits warning. If that is a track limits warning, finito. Good night, Vienna. Will not be allowed to be kept. Synthol says DTM will start in a few minutes. So I guess you keep updated about that, lols. Absolutely do. Unfortunately, I can't keep across that just yet. Well, I've never seen that at Croft before. Actual sunshine has broken through. It'll probably be raining this afternoon, I can tell you that now. Race 3 always ends up underwater. I've never known one that hasn't, but it's a wonderful angle here as we come down the start-finish straight once again into turn number 1. Who's got the best pace then? Who's got the attack? Who wants to get a couple more? It has remained a lot here at the moment. It has unfortunately remained a lot of a status quo. Beth has now joined us in the chat. Hello, Beth. Don't usually see you at a touring car race. But Beth says as well, I was trying to watch the World Supersport 300, but for some reason, I'm getting a repeat of last year's V8 Bathurst race. Oh dear, that's not good. Well, let's hope you can watch the Supersport 300. That'd be very unfortunate if you can't. Still, Bathurst from last year. Probably going to be a better race. 15 of 18. Don't forget, we've got formation starting now for the DTM. Don't forget, we've also got the MotoGP coming up next. A lot of thread of rain there as well. And I'm being told by someone who's at the track at the World Circuit Mazzano, Marco Simicelli, there is a few spots hitting the track right now. So MotoGP looks to be a wet race. So watch on. They drive in Assen. Oh, for the DTM. Oh, so Synthel's having a great weekend then at the moment, with the championship being there. So MotoGP following this as well. Ian Birch will be joining me in the commentary box for that race as well. For MotoGP as Megan takes a race out. Lap 16 now. We're into overtime. If you watch NASCAR, that's basically what they call it. We spent 3 laps under the safety car earlier on in this race. So the British Touring Car Championship adds 3 laps on. And there's another thing as well. No matter what happens now in the last 3 laps, we can't have another safety car. So it will now remain in this fashion. And the only way of stopping it now would be a red flag, because it's gone past its scheduled distance. This is 3 extra laps that we got under the from the safety car. Great rule. Means we get to see more racing as well. And the safety car is effectively more of a pause. So, yeah, work, work, work. Somebody also remind me to tidy up my commentary box at the end of the day as well, over the week as well. Coming back through. This is a lovely little race we're having. And Jake Hill again holding the back, trying to attack Aidan Moffat. Just can't find a way through. Can't find a pace through at the moment. Race 2 is live for the British Touring Car Championship. We'll be on air at 2:35 British Summer Time. That'll be 35 minutes after the conclusion, the scheduled conclusion, that is, of the MotoGP race that we get underway at 12:50 here. So, no crash over at the moment, which is great news as well. This race has taken around about 25 minutes to complete, which is nice to know as well. And they're underway in the DTM Championship. If you need something to watch for 25 minutes before MotoGP starts, at the conclusion of this race. Beth saying as well, here we go, lining up on grid at Catalunya. Perfect 23-degree day, it looks like as well. Who doesn't love Catalunya? I've actually been to that track as well. You can probably see it on my Instagram as well. But honestly, a fantastic circuit, Catalunya. And honestly, they have such good restaurants surrounding the circuit. And the Paddock Club meals as well. Absolutely fantastic. After we came off air, because that was back in 2019 I went, so we didn't cover it all live. We covered the first hour live, and then we did in between bits on Facebook at the time and then YouTube. So we weren't there covering it all live. We were there doing interviews. So during the test, as it was going on, we sat and had some lunch as well at the Paddock Club. It was fantastic. Synthel saying, what time is MotoGP? It is 12:50 British Summer Times. That's 1:50 for you over there in the Netherlands and Central Europe. Beth, I will try and get this right as we come on to the last lap. For Australia, it's okay. We're underway in about 15 minutes. 15 minutes time. 15 minutes from now, we'll be on for the MotoGP. Lawson fourth, Albon third in the DTM, which is great news. Last lap, the call then for the British Touring Car Championship here at Croft. Edwards has dropped down 6 places. I think Jade's out of the race. Neat and Hamilton and Holstead as well. Yeah, Jade's dropped down, and that's why she's been spun round. Jade Edwards has been spun round as well. She has a little bit of a wide exit as well, and the rear tyres got on the grass and looped back around. Oh, she's got a puncture, that's why. So Jade Edwards got a puncture, so she's coming to the pit lane, race over. She'll start this race 27th next time out. Aidan Moffat, though, about to win his first race of the season, and it will be his only, third ever victory in the touring cars for Moffat as well. Not a usual winner, but it has been his first ever pole position to lights out. Not a bad result. Laser Tools Racing have got 2 drivers who can win races and control them. Moffat getting a little bit squiggly coming through the complex. Only the hairpin left. Hill's going for it. Looks up the inside. Touches the back of Moffat as well. Hill's going to try and drag him to the line. It's too late. Aidan Moffat wins round 19 of the Quid Fit British Touring Car Championship. Jake Hill takes second. It is third for Senna Proctor. Turkington is fourth. Fifth for Josh Cook and the fastest lap. Sutton sixth. Smiley is seventh. Morgan, Lloyd, Shedden, Chilton, Ingram, Jelly, Taylor Smith and Bordley complete the points. Drop further down as well. You will see Osborne, Plato, Goff, Butcher, Oliphant, Smelt, Mitchell, Butel, Neat, Hamilton, Holstead. Then Edwards out of the race, but classified. Rowbottom and Jackson definitely DNF'd. And this was Jake Hill trying to bump draft at the last corner. It didn't work. And taking the checkered flag, Aidan Moffat, his first ever pole position to lights out. Thanks for that, Beth. 10 p.m. Australian Eastern Time as well for the MotoGP. We'll be on there 10 minutes before, so 9:50. We'll be on air in around about 13 minutes' time. First win of the year then for Aidan Moffat, and at the Laser Tools Racing Squad as well. He's taken a podium earlier on this year as well. I'll try and find out where that was for you right now in the championship. He took third position for race 3 Thruxton. So the round 3 at Thruxton, the first weekend back there as well. We've already gone through the results, but it was only 5/10 across the line then for Jake Hill and Aidan Moffat. Not bad at all. Shedden rounding out the top 10 positions, putting 8 seconds off the pace. So that safety car did keep everybody bumped up ever so nice. But what an amazing 18 laps we've just had here for the first race of the day for Croft. Lara Croft, of course, I think is going to be in my head now to go play Shadow of the Tomb Raider, because I'm 20% into that. I think maybe 25% into Shadow of the Tomb Raider. First time I've ever played it. Looking forward to continuing that. I got distracted by replaying Hitman 2. I do love playing Hitman as well in those levels, because there's so many different ways you can kill people and kill the targets. It's so much more fun as well on Hitman 2, and it just became available on PlayStation Plus as their monthly free game as well. I actually enjoyed the tennis one from last month. Actually, that was quite good. So let's take a look at how the Drivers' Championship currently stands, if we can. Josh Cook got the fastest lap there on a 1:22.667. So that was a great little time there as well. So what was that about the riders? The riders pour out onto the grid as well, but apparently it looks like there's a lot of rain in the air. The fans give a round of applause. Beth saying as well, good. Let's go over that now, actually, because we can. Beth saying as well, good to see Alan Jr. win in BTCC. Harry kind of lining up in the 5th and the 300. Aussie's on a roll lately. Where are you, Beth? That's Aidan Moffat. But yeah, great one there as well. So will it rain in MotoGP? It looks like it might, Synthel. It looked like it might. Well, That's it then. We're done here for the first race of the British Touring Cars. Race 2 is live at 2:35 British Summer Time. You can join us for that or go onto YouTube and set the reminder for the upcoming live stream as well. Join us in 10 minutes time here on YouTube for coverage of MotoGP. Goodbye to you all. We'll see you soon.